What is up, guys? Brilliant96 here. Not Brilliant96. Let me reshape that. What's up, guys? Bill Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here with our Week 2 team builder of RGBL. We are going against Card TMX, or basically Card for short, in this Week 2 match. If you guys can, hit that like button down below if you haven't already, and subscribe to join the Bill Shocker crew today, because you will be pro-reeling with the king of the crew. So if you didn't catch last week's battle, we are in the back of Mammoth Swine, back of Tundra, our Mammoth Swine, and Salamandra, our Gudra, aiding in the cause with a great finesse with our Gigantamax Grimstone. We picked up our Week 1 win in a kind of close fashion in that sense of regard, but this is a matchup that I think is really in my favor, and I think I can pretty much just win this game. But I'm going to go into this matchup really serious. Not serious as I'm going to be angry and stuff, but like serious in the matter like I'm going to treat this like a normal match. I'm going to be like, this could be the problem, this could be the problem. How do I counter it? Stuff like that. Excuse me. But we are here for our Week 6 match. Week 2 match, my bad. Week 2 match. And excuse me, guys. I'm just getting an itch right here, so I'm just trying to itch it real quick. But we are here, and we are looking to hopefully keep up this winning streak. This is an 8 weeks long season, so if we win at least 5 games, we are guaranteed playoffs. If we win 4, it would be a close finish for playoffs, but in the regard right there. But let's go ahead and break down Card's team. He's got a Vanillix, a Cloyster, Snorlax, Bowlings, Aegislash, Gmax, Flapple as his Gigantamax, Galarian, Weezing, Umbreon, Rotom Fan, and Claydol. So, looking at his removal this week, he's got a Rapid Spin and Cloyster, which could be kind of helpful for him if he really thinks he needs it. Rotom Fan with Defog, Rapid Spin with Claydol, Defog with Galarian Weezing. So when looking at this team, it is incredibly slow. So the problem is that he didn't get him on that really benefit from webs. If he got him on that benefit from webs, this team would be terrifying. But he did not get a webs user, so that's something that's going to be noted right there. The major threats on his team is definitely Shell Smash Cloyster, potentially a Gigantamax Flapple that if it gets a G-Dance up first and then goes from there. Aegislash is always a problem. Potentially a Cursed Snorlax also could be a bit of a problem. But so looking at his team, I definitely think he brings the Hail / Aurora Veil with Vanillix. It very well could potentially be Light Clay and or Focus Sash, so that could be something we have to make sure we nuke in the butt right there. Cloyster, Shell Smash, Postulates right there. Snorlax, I think a Curse set would be decent versus me, but the thing was he's going to have to run Curse, Recycle, then 2 attacks, one of them being Body Slam, and then his other one has to be something like Earthquake or Fire Punch as his coverage moves, so something right there. Phalanx, I believe, does get no retreat, but the problem is Phalanx runs into a 3-move slot syndrome. It has to bring its fighting move, which is 100%. It has to bring its dark type move, otherwise it does not check really. Like, if he wants, he can go Iron Head over Zen Headbutt if he feels like he needs to check Salazzle in some way because it is neutral, but then Throat Chop's another one. So it's going to be interesting if he's, because I think one of his moves is Close Combat. The other moves is either going to have to be Iron Head and Zen or Throat Chop and Zen, and like vice versa. Aegislash, I think probably especially offensive, it makes sense. King Shield could be something that he could really think about wanting to bring, and then things like Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and then for the last move, it's up in the air, and I think he brings Gmax Flapple or Galarian Weezing more. Galarian Weezing, I think, has a really rough matchup, to be honest, so I don't think he can really bring it to this game. Gmax Flapple has a bit of also really bad matchup, but if anything, if he can get a D-Dance up and has the right berry, it sets up a D-Dance and then Gmaxes, and they can start cooking buns versus my team. So that's going to be something he's going to have to be careful with. I don't think Claydol makes a lot of sense. Umbreon doesn't make too much sense in that sense, so that's the team I'm projecting him to bring. Let's go ahead and quickly go over the team I have for us today. Up next, we are first bringing Expert Bell Ganon, our Gmax Rimstar, with Taunt, Drain Punch, Darkest Slayer, and Play Rough. 156 HP, 176 in attack, 156 in defense, with 20 speed. With this, we are basically a really bulky defensive hit that just takes hits and then just deals them back stronger. Taunt's really good to stop things like Cursed Snorlax, no retreat foulings, and stuff like that. And it really scouts out in case he does have the Iron Head instead of a Throat Chop or a Zen to clarify one of his moves. And then once I G-Max these 3 moves, if you look at his team, these 3 moves Destroy, 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 destroy. He's the only one that can take a hit from me. He gets destroyed. He gets destroyed no matter what, and he gets destroyed. So like Galarian Weezing and at times Aegislash are the only legit checks to Gigantamax Round Trial. And if he only brings one of them, he's gonna have a bit of like. If, in hindsight, though, Steel is better. That's what's good, but yeah, my G-Max really just looked really good this matchup. Same thing goes with my boy Chicago, my boy Zach here, his Corviknights. We're running Corviknight here, physically defensive Corviknight with near max HP with 188 attack and 108 in defense. At +2, I am two-shotting everything with, at +1 to +2, I two-shot, if not one-shot everything with Body Press. That is weak to fighting moves. And at Iron Head, if I get to +2 Iron Head, if he is just max HP with no Fizz Death Bolt or anything like that with his Aegislash, I guarantee 2 KO with Iron Head after leftovers. If he's special, it could be a bit of a problem, but if he's physical, he doesn't touch me. None of his team will really touch me if I'm physical. This thing checks so many things on his team. It's going to be something he's going to be really careful and really has to plan on playing. Because if he friends one of his own mons out and brings in like Rotom, then he could be struggling in that sense of regard. So that's something that he has to really be on the lookout for that. But Corviknight looks like to basically be my win con in this matchup for a lot of things. Up next, you know we gotta bring him, Big Daddy Mammal Swine. Now, I wanted to bring potentially Expert Belt and something like that, but I felt like Choice Bandit was just too good to pass off this matchup. Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Icicle Crash. I am bringing Icicle Spear, and there's a reason why I have this. If he does have G-Max Flapple, or has Flapple in general, I always click Icicle Spear versus it. You wanna know why? Because if he is Yachi Berry, he takes one hit from me, gets his D-Dance, and then he Dragon Dance, and then he G-Maxes. But with Icicle Spear, it negates that. And then after the second one, I should basically always kill it. So this way, it prevents him from his G-Maxing, and plus with multiple hits from Icicle Spear, I hit so much a lot of hard things with this thing. Like, the only thing that could be a problem with this is just his Ice types as well, but their Ice types ain't going to switch on this thing. Like, Tundra basically one to two shots everything on his team with this. The only thing you can really take a hit, potentially, would probably be physically defensive Umbreon. That's the only thing that may take a hit from this thing. I'm running 40 HP for a little bit of bulk, max attack, and enough speed to outspeed his Fallings. I decided to go Fallings because of the fact that if you really think about it, his Vanillix really doesn't touch me, so I decided to creep for Fallings. So I outspeed Fallings, and it lets me know if he's instantly a Choice Scarf set, which would be really weird, but it also lets me know if he's going to retreat. Up next, we got Big Brain, and Big Brain's running a really unique heat set this week. We have 120 HP, max special attack, and enough speed to outspeed the Fallings. I only creeped for Fallings because that was the fastest thing I really wanted to creep for in this match. Agility, Bug Buzz, and Psychic. Bug Buzz with Psychic just destroys his draft. It really just does. Like, he's got no safe switches to either one of these moves. And the only thing he has to switch it in is Aegislash. But that's the thing. If I knew he's going to bring Aegislash on this, I'm clicking Agility, and then I click Baton Pass. Because if you guys don't know, we can pass Speed, and we can pass other stats. You just can't combine the two. So the goal of this week is to Agility, Baton Pass the Speed into things like Ganon, Tundra, and the next man himself, King Julian. And this is Bust or Go Break sets, baby. We're running 136 in HP, max attack, adamant, 76 defense, 44 in spud depth with that life orb. Basically, I'm running bulk up in case I want to just bulk up and something like in front of something. Earthquake and Drain Punch. No switch-ins. Literally no switch-ins to this thing. The only thing we may have to think about putting on here is a rock move for things like, God, I can't remember. Rotom Fan, which I might do instead of Drain Punch, but I destroy everything in his draft after I get that speed boost. And if I want to bulk up, then I basically just win this game. Same thing, I win the game with Plumeria here. We're running, again, enough speed to outspeed basically his fastest thing, which is Rotom, which is only 116. I need put the rest in bulk, max special attack, modest nature. After a nasty plot, I'm going to let you guys know that it's going to basically be a GG. There's nothing he could do. And we are running Black Sludge to help me get some HP recovery. We do have Will-O-Wisp in case I want to burn some of his semi-major threats in case of that. But again, if I just get a nasty plot, it's it. But that's going to be the Team Builder, guys. Week 2 could be coming up really soon. I don't know. But with all being said, I'm in Phil Shock with the nice check out. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Peace out, guys.